The gentleman from Michigan is recognized for 3 minutes.
Speaker, I thank you for recognition. I thank my good friend for yielding. I rise in support of H.R. 2845. This is a bipartisan bill, somewhat a rarity, and the more welcome for that reason. It's going to help instill public confidence in our nation's pipeline safety system by increasing safety standards without overly burdensome actions towards industry. The legislation shows that bipartisanship is possible in this Congress and that we can conduct the business of the American people if we will but sit down and work together. I first want to thank Chairman Upton and Ranking Member Waxman and my friend Mr. Larson of Washington for their hard work. I also want to thank and recognize Jeff Baran and Garrett Golding of the committee staff for their hard work, as well as Greg Sundstrom of my personal staff, who work with great diligence and skill on this matter. Chairman Mica, Chairman Schuster, and Ranking Member Ray Hall and Mr. Rush also deserve recognition for their hard work, as the two committees have worked harmoniously together to forge an agreement on the final product we have before us today. This inclusive process used in this case is an excellent model of how Congress should move forward on a host of other issues, and I hope that the instructive character of it is accepted by my colleagues. Recent accidents in California, Pennsylvania, Montana, and my home state of Michigan each highlighted serious deficiencies in our pipeline safety laws. H.R. 2845 incorporates the lessons learned in these incidents and strengthens law in the areas of concern. Specifically, the bill expands the integrity management program to improve inspections while phasing out class location requirements, therefore putting stronger safety standards in place while taking steps to remove redundant regulations. The leak detection automatic shutoff or remote controlled shutoff valve, the maximum allowable operating pressure provisions are a step in the right direction and will do much to improve safety. Pipeline safety is not a partisan issue, but rather is something that impacts all Americans. We have an obligation to protect the American people and the environment from harm while maintaining a system that transports our energy resources efficiently. It's my hope that the Senate will take up this legislation promptly and that the Obama administration will implement these changes in a meaningful way. We will all be watching to make sure that this happens. Together, we've come up with a sound piece of legislation which has support of both industry and safety advocates, and I urge my colleagues to support this legislation. I would also like to observe, when one of these things lets go, it's quite an event. You will see something that looks a little bit like hell, with the fire and flame and explosion and blast and dead people and scorched automobiles, homes, and the environment. I am delighted to see that we're doing this because we are protecting us both from gas and from oil spills from this and the evil consequences of that. I yield back the balance of my time, and I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The gentleman yields back. Gentleman from Pennsylvania.